I'm going to show you how to start using GameAnalytics inside your Unity environment. So I've opened this example project, which is basically just a small game with some characters walking around on some tiles. I would like to produce a build of this and start gathering some analysis on which tiles these characters are sent walking by the players. So the first thing I'll do is I will import the GameAnalytics package, which is done inside. I right click in my project view, import package, a custom package. On my desktop I have a GameAnalytics package. I'm just going to import it, and it's going to add two things to my two things to my project folder. Let's just see. The first thing will be is the plugin itself that contains all the logic, and the other part is some libraries showing off. Let's see, inside the editor here we have these are some extensions of the inspectors that allows us to show some user interface, and we have another one which is under plugins. We have the GameAnalytics folders that contains some components, a simple example of how to track your own events, some framework prefabs, and web play example. The web play example is important if you want to deploy GameAnalytics in your web build, because you need to allow the browser to access other hosts than the page that the current website is located on. But after you imported the package, we're going to go to Tools, GameAnalytics, and Set up GameAnalytics. That's going to create a resource inside your resources folder that contains your key and your game key and your secret key, which ties this game to GameAnalytics. So all data that is submitted will be sent there. After this, you would go to GameAnalytics. You can sign up for the beta program. And you can create a game. I've created a simple game here, and by clicking the small wheel here, I get my key for my game here. I'm just gonna add that, and like this. So now the GameAnalytics is set up to be used by this game. So when I call when I use functions in the GameAnalytics API, it's going to communicate back to the GameAnalytics server and send events there. I'm just going to add the event I talked about before. This game is based on a game manager, and this is my script, which is specific to my game, that takes care of how the game is run. So I'm going to go in there and figure out, find the place where the user presses the tiles, and I'm going to add an event there. Just a second. I have a raycast that's shot into the scene, and if that is, if I change my state here, I want to record that a tile has been pressed. So I'm going to write GameAnalytics API. I'm going to make this a design event. Design new event, and I'm going to call it tile click. And then I'm going to give it a position. It's going to be a vector 3D, and that's going to be hit.point. And just to make sure that things work for me, I'm just going to do a debug. And I'm gonna copy this thing here. Oops, daisy. Tile click C. This is basically what's needed to tie your game up to GameAnalytics. I'm just gonna start the game again. Let's see, it's compiling at the moment. Let's see, we're gonna look in the console. I want to check that my call actually goes through. Oh, tile click, the GameAnalytics wrapper initialized. It started, and now I can play the game. And at a regular interval, it's going to call back and send statistics on the events that has happened inside my game. So we're waiting just a second. You can adjust the interval on how often it calls back and reports this in. Now I'm just going to stop the game again. You can see that let's see, the queue submit started. It sent back all the events. In this data, all my tile clicks and locations are embedded, and I get the status OK back from the server. Within a reasonable period of time, we're going to be able to see data submitted for the game inside. It was this one. And this is basically how you use how you set up GameAnalytics inside your Unity game.